Welcome back sa aking channel. Narito naman tayo para sa pinakabagong balita mula sa mundo ng politika. Lumabas sa publiko ngayong araw ang pahayag ni Saldy matapos ng ibunyag ang umano'y serye ng banta at pananakot na tatanggap niya mula sa isang kilalang sindikatong sangkot sa katiwalian. Ayon sa kanyang pahayag, ilang linggo na raw niyang nararamdaman ang pagbabantang pagpatay mula sa grupong pinamumunuan ng misteryong individual na kilala na alias na Kütïng na sinasabing mastermind sa malawakang operasyon ng korupsyon sa kanilang rehiyon. Sa isang press briefing, detalyado niyang inilahad ang umano'y mga transaksyong naglalaman ng anomalya sa pondo ng pamahalaan. Kasama ang mga dokumentong nagsisilbing ebidensya laban sa grupo ni Kütïng, ipinisinta ni Saldy ang serye ang mensaheng nag-uutos umano sa kanya ng pananahimik kapalit ng pangakong proteksyon o kaparusahan. Dahil dito agad nagpatupad ng seguridad ang mga otoridad upang tiyakin ang kaligtasan niya habang nagpapatuloy ang formal na investigasyon. Samantalang naglabas ang paunang pahayag ang mga investigador na nagsisiyasat na nila na bagong ebidensyang inihain ni Saldy. Inasahan nilang magiging mahalaga ito sa pagbuo ng kaso upang tuluyang mapatigil ang operasyon ng grupong pinaghihinalaang nagtatago sa isang likod na alias. Hindi pa nagbibigay ng anumang tugon ng kampo na sinasabing mastermind, ngunit inaasahang lalakas ang pressure ng kanilang hanay habang patuloy na lumalabas sa mga bagong impormasyon. Kaya manatili kayong nakatutok dito sa aking channel at sa bawat pag-ikot ng kaganapan, kami ang iyong magiging sandigan sa walang kinikilingang impormasyon. Huwag kalimutan i-like, i-share at i-subscribe para laging updated sa mainit na balita mula sa mundo ng politika.
My honor. It's my honor.
Thank you for being here. So, kumusta naman sir yung the RTC found that yung affidavit daw ay forged document. So, ngayon ang tinatanong is ano ang repercussions nito sa inyo daw dahil kayo yung nagpresenta?
Repercussions on me.
Meron siyang repercussions?
May mga ganun.
Di ba, attorney po si attorney Trixie, bakit nagagamitin yung repercussion laban kay Marcoleta? Wala namang kinalaman si Marcoleta pagdating doon sa notaryo. Totoo man, hindi totoo, sinabi ng Gutesa. Na kay Gutesa yun, di ba?
Tanong lang naman, syempre, umiikot. And
I'm surprised this is happening. Are they trying to create a mountain out of a molehill?
Di ba ho, and I agree with this, and other legal luminaries have also agreed that, notwithstanding the fact that the signature was of the lawyer, notary public, was allegedly forged, he already sworn in before the Senate, di ho ba? So,
Yes, he did.
Kaya, didn't that cure whatever defect there was in the preparation of the affidavit or the notarization of the affidavit?
I think so, because the guy presented himself before the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee.
Correct.
He took his oath, and then he allowed himself to be interpellated by the entire committee.
O, di ba? Di ba? Wala na, immaterial na yung yung notary. Nandiyan na gano'n na nga, nag-under oath na nga dun
But, sir,
But let's get back to the allegedly,
I was not
what is
aware.
that?
Repercussions.
No, the notarized, the forged, whatever.
forged document daw.
The signature of the notary public was allegedly forged.
Yes.
If we can at least waste our precious time discussing this, you will have to believe and assume that Gutesa has the power to go to one office, get the notarial stamp of whoever is notarizing there, secure the dry seal, and then look for the last entry of the book of the notarial register or the registry para makuha mo yung document number, the page number, and the book number, and then sasainan ni Gutesa. Are we able to assume all this, that Gutesa has the capacity to do all this by himself?
The other lawyer who also
Di ba? Si attorney Trixie, dapat. Grabe naman yan, attorney Trixie, wag naman ganyan.
presented the same signature, the same forged signature was Attorney Romulo Macalintan.
Yes, at meron din akong nakuha, ganun din.
Exactly.
Yung signature, very, very close doon sa... So, ako, ang assumption ko dito, like the assumptions of many, if not all, pumunta ka sa isang lugar, let's say, the periphery of Quezon City Hall.
Correct.
Nandiyan naka-line up lahat ang ano. Somebody will go to each one of these. Ipipresent niya yung paper. And then all the guy would have to do is bigay niya yung papel, then wait for a while, hanggang sa natatakan na lahat yung papeles niya. And then he pays. No one would insist on, let's say, verifying bago siya umalis. Sir, ma'am, can I please ascertain whether you are the one who signed this? Are you the lawyer who signed this document? Yung po bang nagpapanotaryo had all these things to do bago siya umalis?
Tama!
The notary public in this country has become a cottage industry. Wala naman talagang lawyer doon eh. I have always assumed that somebody, like in the case of Gutesa, was there assigned by that lawyer, whoever she is or he is. Maring hindi siya ang pumirma, but she or he allowed somebody to sign for him or for her. This is happening everywhere.
Sa totoo
This is
lang,
something that we should recognize.
sa totoo lang, kinagawian talaga dito yan eh. di ba?
Pagkatapos yung poor na tao, ang i-ostracize, and he will be discredited by paano why are we allowing, let's say, ourselves to be swayed into other direction? Gutesa is the most credible witness ever presented in that committee.
Tama!
Gutesa has nothing to gain. Gutesa has everything to lose, including his life, and the safety and the security of his family. But the most important thing, Gutesa was able to connect the dots from Saldy to Martin Romualdez.
And that's the reason why there is pressure also now in the Senate to issue an invite to the House to ask former Speaker Martin Romualdez
And I
to
welcome that.
appear. So at
All
least,
the while, I've been thinking that that is the most proper thing for the Blue Ribbon Committee to do. Why is it that all the personages mentioned by Gutesa in his own affidavit, like a certain John Paul Estrada, and Eric Mark Texay, allegedly the ones who are receiving the money and then counting the money in the house of from the house of Saldico in Valle Verde, then to be transported in his house in BGC, and from there, yung leftovers kasi like the one he mentioned that was December 2024. Sabi niya, ito po mine-mention ko special because this is pinakamalaki pong delivery namin. You imagine 46 suitcases. Each suitcase, sabi niya, as an amount of, let's say, 48 million. How did you know 40? Kasi merong label eh, sabi niya, yung post-it. And dadalhin po namin kay Saldico sa unit niya sa BGC. Out of 46, ang ibababa namin 35 at that time. So 11 ang naiwan, 35 ang dinala kay Martin Romualdez. Bakit hindi naman ipatawag si John Paul Estrada? Ba't hindi ipatawag si Mark Texay? These are the ones he personally knew, and sila ang nag-receive, sila ang nag-handle, sila ang nagbilang.
nakausap niyo na ho ba si Senator Lacson tungkol dyan? In the concern that you have that, why didn't you send yung pwedeng isamon yan, di ba? It's a
Palagi
subpoena.
yung sinasabi. Unang-unan, bago kami nag-iwahiwalay. Ba't hindi mo ako patawag si Saldico? Alam mo, sabi, nagtagal ka naman dyan eh. Don't you know the interparliamentary courtesy? He was preaching to the choir.
Of course.
Sabi ko, are we violating interparliamentary courtesy if we simply invite him?
Yun!
No. I invited Toby Chanko and I was the chairman.
And he appeared.
He appeared, and twice he appeared. Ba't ayaw mong tawagin? Ba't ayaw mong tawagin, for example, the initial 17 congressmen mentioned by the Discayas. 17 congressmen. Hindi man lang niya ipatawag kahit isa.
Tama!
And he himself mentioned 67 contractors congressmen.
Correct. In your late,
Hindi, nagpatawag siya. I'm not saying that we should not call the small fries here or charge them. They are all accessories to this crime. Pero wag naman nating pakaiwasan o pagtakpan yung malalaking isda na dapat nating matukoy dito.
Senator Marcoleta, it's just something that we mortals don't know how it works around the Senate.
Ordinary mortals like us.
Sir,
You're
hindi
not.
kayo.
Ito po, this is my question. No? The Senate operates as a collegial body.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So you're supposed to be discussing things amongst yourselves. There are two main points that I want to ask. Dito po kay Mr. Gutesa, you presented him right there and there. No? Was there a previous notice to the chair or to the others? Because you're working as a collegial body, did you inform them that I have a surprise witness? I remember that you mentioned it right there and there. Because my understanding of Senate rules, and because it's a collegial body, that you should provide notice to all the members so that they can aptly prepare for the closest case I recall was, if it's a very sensitive witness and you just brought him in, you will normally ask for a break, maybe 1 hour, and discuss it among the body, among the Senate Blue Ribbon, and then come back. And by which time, they would have sufficient time to prepare. Why wasn't it, I remember you asked permission and Senator Ping Lacson said yes, but as a general practice, don't you as a collegial body inform each other? Let's say, sabi ni Senator Ping Lacson, meron din siyang surprise witness. Ano? So, binandero niya sa publiko, meron siyang witness. Hindi ko po alam kung sabay naka-adjourn kayo ngayon. Will you be meeting first to discuss sino ba itong surprise witness? I think, shouldn't he be obligated to inform the fellow committee members, Blue Ribbon?
First, to the initial question you raised,
Yeah.
bakit hindi ako nagkaroon ng pagkakataon na i-discuss sa kanila?
Correct.
Kasi, nung na-meet ko si Gutesa through Mike Defensor, there was a little time. Hindi naman ako naniwala na may tao nga palang may gustong gumawa ng, sabi ni Mike Defensor, i-meet ko lang siya because for 2 months, hinahanap ka raw niya, nalaman ko through my emissaries here, ikaw ang hinahanap niya. Gusto lang niyang makausap ka because meron daw siyang sasabihin. Sabi ko, paano ito mag-aalas 2 na? Ang ano namin, ang session namin is 3 o'clock.
This was the day before huba ng Blue Ribbon?
Yes, yes. Oh, hindi ko na alam kung anong date. Sabing ganon, hindi, we're in Manila. Kung saan mo gusto, malapit sa'yo para lang makita mo yung prepared statement. O can you go to the seascape? Kasi yun lang ang alam kong malapit. That's 5 minutes away from the Senate. So pumunta ako. Okay? Doon ko nakita na, sabi ko, matindi tong statement mo. Are you prepared to make yourself available before the committee? Yes, sir. O sige, sabi ko, panutaryo mo. That's for my benefit only kasi hindi ako naniniwala na matapang siya talaga. I don't know him. Okay, so kung talagang buo ang loob mo, pumunta ka bukas sa Senate before 9 o'clock ng umaga.
Okay.
Sino kasama mo? Ako lang po, sir. Anong sasakyan mo? Sir, nakamotor lang po ako. Well, sa una, hindi ako naniniwala na malakas ang loob niya. So, hindi ko na sinabi sa kanila kasi baka ako rin, hindi ako naniniwala na darating siya. Gusto kong maniwala na buong loob niya kung darating siya. That's what happened.
So, sir, napansin niyo ba that yung testimony ni Gutesa ay pareho din dun sa, yung, lalo na dun sa luggage, ay pareho dun sa testimony nung sina Bryce Hernandez
Mabuti napansin mo.
Henry Alcantara.
Hindi lang si Gutesa. Alcantara, Bryce Hernandez talk about the Rimowa suitcases. Sinabi rin nila na dinadala sa bahay ni Saldy ko. Nag-connect lahat eh. This guy also mentioned, about, putting the money in this, ganito, dinadala sa ganito.
Luggage, confirmed
Bakit
yung
hindi nila
luggage,
ngayon maintindihan? Ba't hindi nila
Same luggage po
mapag-connect?
yan? Same luggage yung ginagawa?
Mga ganun ang
type,
binabanggit
same
nila eh.
type,
Sabi ko pa, how come? Sinong nagbibilang? Sila po, sabi niya, plastic. Ang isa pong plastic is 1 billion. So, iniitsa-itsa lang na ganun.
So, sir, walk us through yung testimony ni he connected, kasi may kinikwento ko yung kanina, he connected the luggage issue. Sir, yung narrative niya, bakit importante yung narrative ni Gutesa?
Napaka-importante ng narrative ni Gutesa because he was the only one who connected the dot from Saldy ko to Martin Romualdez. Nobody else.
Nasaan na po siya ngayon? Do you still have contact with him?
Wala akong contact sa kanya personally. Ang pagkakaalam ko, kinupkup siya ng kanyang tropa, yung mga Marines. Kasi ang balita ko, merong nagtatangka sa buhay niya. At I was also informed na nahuli nila yung gustong magtangka sa buhay niya.
Okay.
Sir, tanong lang, natanong niyo ba kay Mr.
Naku po, nahuli. Nahuli nila. O tapos sinasabi po ni Ping Lacson, tumanggi daw ang Navy na kinukupkop. Siyempre, wala nga naman sasabihin ng Navy, kinukupkop namin yan. Ito naman si Ping parang hindi galing sa intelligent eh.
Gutesa, kung bakit. Kung nag-deliver siya sa Forbes kay Speaker Martin, allegedly, nag-deliver din siya sa Aguada. Tama
Sinabi
po ba?
niya doon sa statement niya, hindi lamang sa
Pero hindi
dalawang
niya
lugar sa
in-explain.
merong
Natanong niyo ho ba kung bakit ho dalawang delivery places?
Forbes tapos Aguada pa.
hindi na kasi nakita ko yung ano niya. Dahil nagmamadali kasi ako. Ngayon, ang nangyari pa, ang balita ko, kumuha ng CCTV si Senator Lacson para makita niya na kung sino yung sumundo kay Gutesa.
Sa CCTV po ng Senate.
Eh sabi ko, ako naman, anticipating that he might come. So sabi ko doon sa staff ko, pakitingnan mo itong taong ito, baka sakaling dumating kasi nangako siya na darating. But I'm not sure kung darating o hindi. So binigay ko yung pangalan. So na-establish nila sa CCTV, one of my staff fetched him from the guards area at pumunta sa
Senate ito, di ba?
Sa Senate.
So,
Ngayon,
bagay sa pintuan ng Senate.
ano?
Sa pintuan,
Sa pintuan kasi
pagpasok,
doon pa lang
sa guard,
kasi maraming pirmahan.
You have to
So,
check in eh.
para lang makapasok siya ng mabilis, kasi sabi ko, before 9 o'clock nandun ka na. Question is, bakit naman si Senator Lacson, kung totoo yun kung totoo na merong CCTV, ba't kinakailangan niyang kumuha ng CCTV and spy on us? Is this the work of a senator?
But wasn't that already, the CCTV has always been there, so you can just track it, di ba? So perhaps his absence is making that a big problem for Gutesa kasi nawala siya yung last hearing.
Bakit siya nawala? There is a threat now to his life eh. Ito yung nangyari, kailangan mapansin ng mga kababayan natin. Nung ilabas ko si Gutesa, wala nang tinawag na hearing. Kahit na naka-adjourn kami,
Ayun na yan.
nag-hearing kami. Nag-hearing kami. Merong mga briefing ngayon sa budget. Ako,
Okay.
maski nakabakasyon ako, I try my best to contribute and participate in most of the briefing ng budget. Bakit biglang inihinto yung Blue Ribbon? Napaka-importante nito. Nakasalalay dito ang buwis ng bayan na talagang dinispalko, talagang ninakaw lahat kung sino man ang mga hindi ko malaman kung paano ko i-describe itong mga taong ito. Kung paano nila naisip systematically nakawin ang pera ng bayan. Pagkatapos, nag-aaway-away kami. Samantalang ako, the only direction I wanted to take from the beginning until today, hindi nagbabago yun, I want to hit the mastermind.
Yun. So, more on this later when we come back from the break. All
Saldy ko and Mitch Kahayon. On the your comment on the filing of the charges against the 6 individuals.
Who are the 6 individuals?
The 2 senators, Jingo and Joel, Commissioner Lipana, Undersecretary Bernardo,
Congressman
Saldy ko, and Mitch Kahayon.
Why was not Martin Romualdez not included?
That's through the ICI. Maybe you should ask
Because they
the
are
ICI.
trying to discredit Gutesa's testimony?
No, they haven't summoned
ICI
Gutesa.
pa lang.
So
Bakit hindi nila isama si Gutesa?
the same reason why they cannot summon him in
problema natin
the
eh.
Senate.
Yes, sir.
We are all looking for the mastermind, to the
That
most
will-
guilty.
That will come at some point.
Is everybody looking for the mastermind?
Of
Parang
course.
kayo lang.
I think everybody
We
should
should
be
be.
looking.
They should
We're
be, but it
supposed to be
doesn't
looking
appear to
at the
be so. The Senate started
by the
off
way,
on
this
the
is
right
just
foot.
according to Justice Andy Reyes, this is just the
Kaya dito na ako nagdududa kay Atty. Trixie tsaka itong si Nandito sila sa bilyonaryo. Alam naman natin sino may-ari ng bilyonaryo, di ba? Kaya dito ako nagdududa eh. Parang niaano nila eh. Nililigaw nila kay Tambaluslos eh. Pakinggan po niyo si Trixie tsaka itong lalaki
first interim report nila on the filing. So, but let's just take it as it is right now. So how do you think, is this a good beginning? This is the start of
It's a
the
good
many
beginning.
charges.
It's a good beginning. Pero sinasabi ko nga, hindi ko naman sinasabi na huwag nating habulin ang mga sapsap. Ang palagi kong sinasabi, yung mga butete, yung mga dilis, okay lang yon. But let us not forget yung malalaking isda sapagkat sila talaga ang promotor ng pagnanakaw ng pera ng bayan.
May tanong po ako sa inyo, mauhupa ba ang galit ng taong bayan pansamantala? kung nakasuhan si Senator Joel at sa si Jinggoy. Kasi ang sabi nila, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang investigasyon. No? So, do you think this will quiet down the public wrath for... I think this is just temporary, but ano po ang tingin ninyo?
I don't know kung mapapacify natin o mauhupa ang ano ng tao. Sapagkat ang nakikita nila, pagka mga congressmen ang dapat na sumalang sa investigasyon, lahat ginagawa para pagtakpan sila. I will start with the 17 initial congressmen identified by the Discayas. And then, let me go back to the 67 contractors, congressmen, intimated by Senator Ping.
Contractors, you mean?
Sinabi niya, I have a list of 67
Wow,
contractors.
Dami.
Hindi ba kayo nagtataka bakit isa man lang wala siyang tawagan? What about the 17? Kaya nga gusto kong malaman, kung tatawagin niya si Martin Romualdez, make him appear before the committee. Para makapagtanong naman kami.
Sana hindi closed door, na?
Wala closed door yan.
Lalo magagaling ang taong bayan kung
Sa
i-close
ICI.
door.
Yung ICI, kaya siguro hindi masyadong naniniwala ang tao dyan because hindi alam ng tao eh. Ang tao, interesado sila. Why? This is their money.
Correct.
Alam mo yun, sabi ko nga hanggang ngayon, naghahanap ako kung paano yung sasagot ko sa kanila eh. I hope I can bend the law. Why? Sabi nila, Senator, tulungan mo naman kami. Kami kahit na ganito kami kahirap, pinipilit namin magbayad ng buwis. Ganito pala kanyang kinapuntahan ng buwis namin. Pwede bang ilaban mo naman kami para wag naman kaming magbayad ng buwis kahit sa 2026 lang? What am I supposed to tell them?
Agreed, sir.
But it's
If I can bend the law, I will ask the BIR.
Pero alam niyo ho, mukhang nangyayari na because I understand from the reports of the finance department, the collection has gone down because primarily the people are so frustrated.
Hindi natin madi-discount yun kasi galit ka yung tao eh. But if I want the people, I want to please them. Pwede ko bang i-bend man lang ang batas? Kahit konti lang para mapagbigyan ko ito. Kasi nga, yung kanilang sentimiento, Attorney Edwin, Attorney Trixie, valid eh. Pera nila ito eh. Nagsikap sila, luha, dugo ang kanilang ginugol dito. Pagkatapos makikita nilang ganun lang palang kapupuntahan.
Correct.
Masama pa ekonomiya. Masakit yung pagbayad ng buwis ngayon.
This is a valid expression of anger because of what we've seen right now po eh. So talagang everybody is mad at that's why yung mantra, yung chant ngayon, ikulong niyan, mga kurakot eh.
Tapos ang gagawin nila, para lang ma-sway sa ibang direksyon, si Gutesa ngayon papapanagutin. Anong malay niya? Binigay lang niya yung papel doon sa window nung kung sino man yun. Akalain mo na yung lugar na yun, pinakunan ko na litrato eh. Alam mo nakalagay na paskil doon, Attorney Edwin, Attorney Trixie, Notary Public 24/7. Yung mga bugado doon, hindi na natutulog yun.
Oo nga eh. Parang
Chances are, that lawyer, kung sino man yun, hindi siya talaga ang pumipirma ron. But he assigned somebody na pipirma sa kanya. And that is the violation in the notarial law.
Let's discuss moving forward. In the same way that you had a surprise witness, like I said a while ago, Senator Lacson claims to have a surprise witness. Isn't it your duty as a collegial body and as a member? I remember saying that in a committee, all our members and the chairman is not a master but a presiding officer. So what actions would you take to, at the very least, identify the surprise witness? Even para wala nitong gulo na nangyari doon sa hearing, parang would you like to ask Senator Lacson to...
I will ask the minority leader. Kasi ako, deputy minority leader lang. I will ask Senator Alan. Siguro, total, para hindi na maging surprise, sabihin niya na kung sino.
May understanding.
May time naman siya na gawin yun. Hindi kagaya ko na talagang tinitingnan ko muna kung darating o hindi. Kaya ako nagkulang ng time. Pero may courtesy ako dahil sinabi ko naman sa kanya ang circumstances before I introduce the guy before the committee.
My recollection of Senate rules is you can temporarily not disclose, but it cannot be before at least there should be reasonable notice to inform the collegial body na there's this witness para at least lahat kayo handa.
Sana ganun ang gawin niya, di ba?
Maganda ko kung ganun sana mangyayari moving forward. Kasi hindi lang siguro isang surpresang witness ang lalapit sa inyo, lalapit sa ibang mga senador. Kaya mabuti siguro pag-usapan po
And
ninyo.
better still sana, magtawag muna siya ng caucus, halimbawa, kung ayaw niyang mag-meet yung buong Blue Ribbon. Para discuss natin. Sa akin, aside from that, kailangan merong ground rules dito eh. Alam mo kung bakit ko pinipilit ang ground rules? Hindi ko na maintindihan itong nangyari nung panahon niya eh. Nag-hearing kami, darating si Boying Remulla, the Department of Justice, kukunin niya yung isang resource person, dadalhin sa NBI, pagdating niya, merong supplemental affidavit. What is this? What is the arrangement between the Blue Ribbon Committee and the DOJ? And then silang dalawa ni Senate President Soto, pupunta sa ICI, makikipag-meeting doon, pagkatapos babalik sa... What is the arrangement between the Blue Ribbon Committee and the ICI vis-a-vis the DOJ?
Wala pa lang ganun.
Naghalo na yung balat sa tinalupan eh.
Pero that
Sir,
was,
yung mga diskaya, sinabi na nila dun, speaking of ICI, sabi na nila dun sa ICI that they're not going to appear anymore or hindi na sila magko-cooperate sa ICI. Sa tingin nyo, mag-appear pa sila sa Senate Blue Ribbon?
I don't know.
but they have
Hindi
contempt
kayo,
powers kasi in the Senate.
So,
They should.
papatawag pa rin kaya
Kasi
sila?
siguro na, ito sa supposition ko lang naman, siguro nawalan sila ng interest dahil sa, sabi mo, they ask for protection under the Witness Protection Program. Ako naman, ang nalalaman ko, we can provide that because under the law, Section 4 of the WPP, they can be processed. Mag-apply sila.
Were they provided